Yo, Mr. CEO. I want to show you something. Step into my office. So, what you see here before you is your R distribution of the month, okay? Of August. You had however many trades. You had a lot of trades. Okay, you had 172 trades. This is your R distribution, okay? You see a lot of them are zeros. So from -1 to 0, a lot of 1R risks. A lot of some 2R risks right here. Some 3R risks. And then here's 4, 5, and 6R risks. Okay, 6R. That's a big R. That's a big risk, right? Then these are your rewards above 1. So there's a couple 1Rs, 2Rs, no 3 and 4Rs. There's just one. Very sparse, as you can see. Okay, this is your rewards. You don't get many rewards. But let's just walk our friendly walk 2 miles down to the right. In Egypt, we have 130R on one trade. And yes, you're profitable because you have a 130R bagger, while the rest of your trading is basically break even or negative. So, the reason I brought you here today is because I've been researching Dr. Van Tharp's guide. An absolute banger of a novel. The character development is amazing. The plot is cosmic. Now, there's something called an SQN, which is a system quality number. And the system quality number basically is finally the best way to define the quality of a system. Now, why do I need that? I have my expectancy. Bruh. Okay, level 1 is like win rate. I have a win rate. Okay, we don't know our risk reward. Okay, now we get risk reward and your win rate, and you compile them together, and we know that that's the expectancy. Now we get expectancy. I thought expectancy is the only thing I need, bro. That's all I care about. Well, there's more to it than that because it's more important. Okay, expectancy doesn't tell you so much about the system. It really doesn't. You have to go into the equation to find the win rate anyways. So you have the win rate, you see your expectancy, okay. But the system quality number puts it all together. It's really, really cool, actually. So how to find it is this column. Let's call it, I don't even want to color it. It's just that column. That is the R distribution. So you can see my P&L is here. -3 apples. Well, 3 apples is 1 R for me, okay? It can be $75. That's what it is, actually, for me. But I relate it to apples, and then I convert it to R. Most people convert it probably, you can do percentage form or US dollars and putting it into R. Whatever, I don't care. But all I'm saying is that you convert it to R, okay? Whatever your R is, whatever your risk, what one risk is. Usually some people have a standard risk, whatever it is. I see that I have a 1R risk, okay. 1R loss. And this is your R distribution as you go. So this is a 12 apple loss right here. That's 4R. Boom. Well, you can't even see that. But 4R, okay? Those are big, substantial losers, right? So that'll show up in my R distribution. Now, all it takes is the average. So the average of this R distribution, including losses and wins and break-evens, you just do equals average, or you slide that down, you see it down here. It's 0.3 actually, right there. That's my average. Okay. I don't have a very large average, as you can see. What the? How do I know? That's what it is, dude. The average is 0.3. It's so many trades, so many losses that it outweighs the 130R right up there. With the extremity that far up, to have an average of 0 is actually impressive. Impressively bad, but impressive nonetheless. Standard deviation is the next thing we need to know in this equation. I'll show the equation, no problem. But standard deviation is the next one, which is standard deviation of that same R distribution. It's the same R distribution. It's just the standard deviation of it. And you're like, wait a second, standard deviation, that's just showing the how far apart these occurrences are. How far apart are negative 10R, positive 10R versus negative 1R, positive 1R. Well, this is important, okay? Because your equity curve, when you see, let's say the S&P 500 goes up 10%, down 10%, that's freaking volatile. Whether it went up 10%, whether it went nowhere or not, it went up 10% down. We didn't even have any drawdown, dude. I mean, you didn't move price. You're still at there. It doesn't matter, even if it went up. Okay, it doesn't matter. The volatility is still the same, even if it goes up. So my 130R, that's extremely volatile. Even though it went up in my favor, why am I penalized for having a higher standard deviation because I went up so much? Well, that's kind of my thought too. I don't have an answer to that. But that's the way Van Tharp does it, and I honestly believe him. I'm going to get back to that. But basically, we want it more predictable, okay? And when you have these huge standard deviation, it's just not predictable. It's not controllable. Picture your hands on a wheel on the car, and the wheel is just fucking loose. It's so loose that you have to turn so far in one direction to finally turn the car, and then it's so not really touchy that you turn it and you don't even know how now it turns really far. Like it's harder to control when you have a very high standard deviation system. And looking at my system, this scores piss poor. It's untradeable. He says it's untradeable. My SQN, this is the equation of it. I'll just leave it up there. The SQN is a 0.3, bro. Let me just find the ratings, because I can tell you right now, my friend, that my SQN is untradeable, dude. I can't believe it. Actually, I can believe it, because it was so fucking hard to trade that whole month. Bro, I'm just doing this problem. Like, I'm so happy about this book, and then, like, now I'm just doing all this work to find what's my system? I can't wait to see my system. The fucking system is horrible. It's horrible. All right. Less than 1 is probably very hard to trade. That's all he has to say about it. From 1 to 2 SQN right here. That's my SQN. From 1 to 2 is average system. Okay. Next month, or this month in September, I'm trying to get it to higher. I'm really trying to. We need small ass losers and more consistent winning. It doesn't have to be huge, just more consistent winning, and that's what I'm trying to do. But anyways, it's super cool to see an SQN like this, dude. System quality number. It's super cool. Anyways, it goes up from 2 to 3 is a good system. Significantly different than a 0, he says. Okay, that's cool. And then a 3 to 5 is a excellent system. A 5 to 7 is a superb system. Few exist. And then a 7 or greater is a holy grail system. So cool, dude. But I can say that my system quality number is simply not there. Oh, wait a second. I had number of trades here. 100. No, that's not true. This might help. 172 is my... Oh, my goodness. 172 is actually the number of trades. Oh, it helps it by 0.1. Fuck yeah. All right, I got a 0.4 SQN. Oh, that's still horrible. Okay, cool. But hey, anyways, that's so cool, dude. SQN, find your SQN. Find the SQN, my friend. Find the SQN, my friend. All right, peace.
Tell me, where am I supposed to go? And who am I supposed to believe? If only you knew what I knew, then you could see just what I see.